When a dog is transferred from a shelter to a rescue, where does that dog go next? We celebrate the transfer. We see the picture of the dog leaving the shelter. We hear that the dog has been saved, and most of the time we assume the story has a happy ending. But the truth is the transfer is not the ending, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And that's where the questions begin. A dog leaves a municipal shelter and goes to a rescue organization or another shelter. Maybe that rescue places the dog with a foster family. Maybe the dog goes to boarding. Maybe the dog receives medical treatment, maybe not. Maybe the dog travels to another state. Maybe the dog is adopted, and sometimes the dog may be transferred again. None of those things automatically means something is wrong. Rescue transfers can save lives, but if we're serious about animal welfare, shouldn't we be able to follow the dog's journey? Who received the dog? When did they receive the dog? Where did the dog go? Was the dog adopted? Returned? Transferred again? Is the dog still in care? And ultimately, what was the outcome? Because here's what I've learned after years of working around animal welfare and the national investigation of Miranda's rescue in California. We can become very focused on the number of dogs moved. 100 transferred, 500 transferred, 1,000 transferred. And those numbers sound wonderful, but behind every number is an individual dog. And every dog deserves an outcome that can be accounted for. This isn't about attacking rescue. There are incredible rescue organizations doing extraordinary work. People are fostering dogs in their homes, paying veterinary bills, transporting animals, and working around the clock. They deserve recognition, but accountability shouldn't hurt legitimate rescue. It should protect it. If an organization is doing good work, being able to show where the dogs went and what happened to them should strengthen public trust. And that's really what this conversation is about, trust. When a public shelter transfers an animal, the public should be able to understand what happened next. Not necessarily every private detail, not someone's personal information, but the basic outcome of the animal. Because saying a dog was saved is only the first part of the story. Where did that dog go? Who became responsible for that dog? And what happened afterward? Those are fair questions, and maybe it's time we stop measuring success only by how many dogs leave the shelter. Maybe we should also measure what happens after they leave, because rescue doesn't end when the transport van drives away. That's where the next chapter begins, and this is a story worth following. Follow the dog, follow the record, know the outcome,